Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, this video is about Sumeria and Mesopotamia. Basically, I've been reading this book by Zachariah Stitchin. It's called The 12th Planet, and it starts going back to Sumeria, and the Mesopotamians, and yeah, it started getting a bit deep. So I had to start doing my own research to get a better understanding of it, because obviously the history that we get taught in the Matrix only goes so far, and they don't want you to know certain stuff. So when you start doing a bit of digging, things start to unfold. If you look, you seek and you shall find. So basically, in this book, I haven't read it all, but I've just started reading it. So I might do another video for this. But basically, on these clay tablets from Sumeria, it has a lot of information from the first civilization on them, and basically the government tried to say what Zachariah Stitchin was saying was bullshit, really, which is not bullshit, but they just tried to make him look like some conspiracy theorist and shit. So yeah, I had to do my own research for some of this stuff, and some of the stuff I got from this book as well. So let me just, and it's going to be a little crazy talk as well, and I'm going to be dipping in and out of certain things, and throwing my thoughts on it are anyway. So the research I've done, well, because it goes so far back, and the information that they want you to know in the Matrix is not always 100% accurate. So some of these things might be different anyway. So basically, Sumeria was basically established around 1895, 18,000, 1895 BC, or 4100 BC, we don't know. And it was established 539 BC, or 1750 BC. This is the information that I was trying to search up, and different sites were giving me different things. So we just go with it was established in, I don't know, 14,100 BC before Christ. No, about, just say we just go, it was established around 3,000 years before Christ, should we say. Yeah, we just go with that, because when I Googled something else, it said 3,000, but I was trying to get it more down to a T, but the information was only going back so far. So Sumeria, Sumeria and Sumeria is in Mesopotamia, yeah? Okay, there we go. So that was established around 3000 BC. Sumerians was the creators of modern civilization, oldest language, agriculture, and art. So all civilization today came from the Sumerians, should I say. So language, translation, communicating with each other, schools, teaching, all of that basically come from the Sumerians. And they were the only civilization to kind of get established and sort themselves out like that. So the information is quite hidden, and this is before Christ. When I started doing reading in the book and stuff, I was quite interested. I was like, oh, okay, um, yeah, uh, yeah. So the Sumerians were the first civilization. Um, for agriculture, language, schools, um, and stuff like that. And basically, Mesopotamia, um, back then, it is today's modern Iraq. So the where Iraq is today, that's where Mesopotamia used to be. Um, so it would make sense why all the the governments and stuff are literally trying to bomb and blow up Iraq because there's nothing really in Iraq, but there is. Um, Obviously all the old school teachings and stuff, the people of Iraq have still will still be it will still be in a part of their culture, should I say? And obviously underneath there's gonna be a lot of history underneath Iraq. So this is why I think they was going to war and bombing Iraq and shit because there's nothing really in Iraq anyway. But there is historically. So if you destroy history, you can only go back so far. That's what I think anyway. So yeah, Mesopotamia, Iraq. Is it Syria? Iraq, Syria. But yeah, it's Mesopotamia is today's modern Iraq, should I say? Um, Sumeria was one of four empires out of Mesopotamia. Um, all of the other empires got their culture and their habits from the Sumerians, um, gathering food, clothing, etc. Um, Even after the city was conquered, Sumerian city was conquered, all the other empires took their teachings and stuff from Sumeria, um, which I found very interesting. So they conquered them and just took their ways of life, really, should I say? And then today's modern civilization has been built up of the Sumerians. Um, so the four empires that was around in the Sumerian times was the Akkadian Empire. The Akkadians conquered the Sumerians. Then you have the Babylonians, Babylon. Babylon was Babylon's empire was the first empire with law, agriculture, and trade. So basically, that's what today's modern civilization comes from. That's why you hear, "Oh, Babylon is falling," because Babylon is like the one of the oldest empires with. Well, I think it was the oldest empire with law, agriculture, and trade. And back then, Babylon was like the main empire for trade. So yeah, when you hear like Rastafarians talking about Babylon is falling, they're talking about Babylonia from the Sumerian times and Mesopotamia, should I say. And then you have the Israelians and the Neo-Babylonians. I'm not sure what the last two are. And I think there might have been another empire, or something like that. I can't remember. I didn't actually write it down. And basically, in the Bible, so the Bible, the Bible takes a lot of its teachings from the Mesopotamians, because it's on the clay tablets, and we're gonna go into that. Certain, what did it say? The land became fruitful and stuff, something like that. And then they was talking in the on the clay tablets. It was talking about because Sumerian, no, Mesopotamia was in between two rivers. One part of the river grew fruit and vegetation, and the other parts didn't. And the Bible's going off from that, from what I've read in here. Um, oh yeah, and going a bit off topic, but from what I've, because back in that them days, that obviously that was the only kind of civilization. Um, Basically, I think the Anunnaki um, made the Sumerians. If you don't know what the Anunnaki is, they're basically aliens, and they come from another planet. That's yeah. Let me go. Let me. I'll just brush over that a little bit. Yeah. The basically the Anunnaki, if I'm correct or whatever. Basically, the Anunnaki created humans to mine gold for them. So humans are a crossbreed between um, the Anunnaki and I don't know. They was doing a lot of messing with DNA and shit back then or whatever, if that's true or not. But then in the Bible, you have what's it called? The gods came down and procreated with the daughters of man or whatever, and so you know when that would kind of tie into the Anunnaki, obviously, and everything. You know when they say, "Oh yeah, coming from the heavens," like everything in the Bible said it was coming from the heavens. The only thing that could have come from the heavens back in them days would have been like aliens and on a ship and stuff. So yeah, something come from the heavens or whatever, and obviously that saying, but the sons of God procreated with the daughters of man. That's a verse from the Bible. So obviously that would be I would say the Anunnaki coming down and kind of messing with I don't know, Neanderthals or whatever to create us, should I say? And then also in the Bible, Genesis or whatever, it says the fallen angels were giants, yeah, and the Anunnaki are like 9 feet tall or something like that, from what I've read and the research I've done. So, and in the Bible it says giants used to roam the land. So obviously, if the Anunnaki were walking around back then, they're 9 feet tall, and humans were only a quarter of that. I don't know, 6 foot, the max or whatever. So they're going to be like towering over us. So I find that quite interesting, and also on the clay tablets, it was saying there was a great flood in. Was it? It might have been. It's either Samaria. Yeah, I would say summer, because it's a bit hard to pinpoint the information. But on the clay tablets in the book, it said there was a great flood, and a lot of Sumerians died or whatever. And that's where the great flood come from in the Bible. They got their story from the Sumerians, should I say? And another thing is, like the Anunnaki, they live up to like 1,000 years or certain thousands of years or whatever from the information that I get. And in the Bible, it says Joseph lived up to 933 or whatever years. That never used to make sense to me now. But obviously, if it was like a hybrid with human and Anunnaki or whatever, you would live to about 1,000 years, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I just found it kind of interesting. I need to read more of this book, and I need to find out more about the Sumerians, because it sounds the stuff that I've researched so far is very interesting. Like I didn't know Iraq was Mesopotamia. I didn't even know about Mesopotamia until recently. How Sumeria, Sumer was the first civilization, and basically all today's civilizations adopted their teachings from Sumer. So from them being so advanced back then, like making the wheels and stuff and being a civilization, where did they get all this Yeah, where did they get their knowledge from? Because back then, that was like Neanderthal times, like, you know, fucking hunter gatherers. So, and they're living all as like a unit and stuff. So it's, yeah, it's got yeah, it's very interesting, man. Um, yeah, very interesting. So I might do another video about this, but I was just sharing a bit of knowledge with you because I find it interesting, and knowledge is power, guys, and I'm just trying to share the love. Um, but yeah, Babylonia was a part of Sumeria as well, and obviously Babylon is falling today. Like civilization back then, Babylon's falling, and today Babylon's falling once again. So I thought that was interesting, and I had to put Babylon in there because that ended up tying into the Sumerian thing as well. So I thought, okay, yeah, I was meant to be led here today, doing the research and doing this video about Babylon and the Sumerians and stuff. It's just interesting, man. But yeah, if you like the video, guys, you guys know what to do. And I'm going to hit you up real soon when I think of another video to do. And I might do a part 2 of this, the Sumerian and Babylonian one. But I've got another video coming up, and it's going to be like a bit of crazy talk anyway. But peace, love and light, guys. And I'm going to hit you up soon.